My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is May 10th, 2023. It is 1:08 a.m. Okay. Oh, very interesting number. 2,444 subscribers. Welcome, new subscribers. Okay, let's go on Twitter. A lot of tweets to share with you. So this video, it was supposed to be on my last video, but for some reason the link wasn't working. So I decided to look it up, and I think I made some mistake with the attachment of the link. So here it is. Let's see here. Get back to the original for this video. Okay, quote, it's now, whether he likes it or not, the family clown. A 4-year-old has his role set out for him by the press. Harry and Meghan were very wise to move their family to America. All right, so she retweeted this. Did Lorraine call Prince Louis the family clown on TV? This is disgusting. Wow, children are off limit. Did she? Okay, let's see here. I find it really troubling that people who don't know this child are armchair diagnosing him with all kinds of condition. He is a lively 5-year-old, that's all. My 2 grandsons were both like this. Now they're both amazing young men, intelligent and empathic. Okay, Sam, I've heard everything under the sun, and I'm wondering how they all know that. Okay, our prince and princess are so much better off here. Okay, that remains to be seen. This is why I don't watch daytime TV. It causes my brain to malfunction. Haven't watched it since uni. It's pure crap. Okay, as a parent, this labeling of a child makes me feel extremely uncomfortable and sad. I have personal experience of this. He is showing sign of neurodivergence. Please let him explain himself and don't restrict him. Okay, not my kid, and I have no experience in that area. He just seems full of fun, in my opinion. I hate that any label will be attached to him at all, but to do it on live TV is absolutely disgusting. Let me go into that. One of the things that I was thinking about is that kids, there was a time where schools were training kids to be, how do you call this? To be understanding of other children, but it seems like they training kids to be like savages in school, in some schools, not all, in some school. I don't understand this. Okay, so this was the only tweet, so she retweeted it out to her thing. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. It's a video. Wait a second, let me go back. Okay, no, okay, I thought this was a video, but it's not. I put video next to it, but it's not. Alright, next tweet. Okay. Tell that to the parents who are exposing them while they're not ready for this level of scrutiny. Alright, so she retweeted that again, the same thing. Did Lorraine call Prince Louis the family clown on TV? This is disgusting. Children are off limit. People need to call them out because they're starting to normalizing him to be the scapegoat of the other kids. That's what it is. People need to put a stop to it in the UK. I mean, I could share as much information as I can on my channel with the limited of information that I have and give my opinion. But people in the UK with common sense should put a stop to it. Call it out and tell those people who's doing that, starting to normalizing him as the clown of the family, so the other ones could do whatever they please. Okay, the same blueprint what happened to Harry and his brother. They're starting to do that now. They skip the girl, right? So now they're going after the younger brother to be the scapegoat of the other one. All right, so it's the people in the UK that needs to put a stop to that. Okay, exactly. And since when did the squaddies start fighting for the other side? Archie get called worst name, and it's only us squaddies that fight back. Okay, this, I mean, children is children. I don't know. We see the wrong, we need to call the wrong. Like this came under my timeline. Some of the squads were talking about it, and I thought it was, I don't know what I was thinking when I put it on the list for me to share with you. But if it's wrong, you just call out the wrong. This is a child. It is a child. He is a child. So you see the wrong, put a stop to it. Don't say, oh, we don't do this, we don't do that. But remember, those kids are still Princess Diana's grandchildren. So we need to at least consider that until they start proving themselves, when they show their true color, when they start, being of their own, okay, what they become, then we could judge them based on that. But for now, they're just children. They should not even be doing some of the things that the parents are, taking them places for. They should just be children. Okay, imagine what Archie has been and is going through. If they don't control the media, isn't only Meghan kids that will suffer. And this is why Harry got his family out of there, because if they were there, remember, Harry was used as a scapegoat, then which means his family, Harry's family, would have been used as a scapegoat. We already saw it. They started attaching Meghan into the same category that they used to treat Harry. So when Harry saw that, he got his little family out of there because he understands the pain. So if they're doing that to Louis, they're gonna get, hopefully, I don't know, I really don't know, but Harry got that miracle strike him. Maybe a miracle will strike Louis as well, because Harry have set the path, a way out, and hopefully he learned from Harry. But the people in the UK or mastermind in psychology, they know what will influence certain people to remove it from them. I don't know. I really don't know how those kids, William's children, will see the light. I really don't know. I try to pick my brain, give my opinion here and there, because when you look at the only group that could have somewhat helped them, I just don't see how they would, but they there. Unless if they themselves get struck by some sort of miracle to see the light, to somewhat instill something positive into those kids. It's Kate's parents, Kate's side of the family. But they were so ingrained and so envious, or so, I don't know, wanted to be a part of that society where they forgot their own dignity. I don't know if they had one from the beginning. I don't know. I really don't know. Whatever strike Harry, I hope it strikes some of those kids as well, because I don't even know how Harry himself got himself out of there to be the kind of a young man that he is. I don't even know. I can't really tell you. I do not see how those other kids will be somewhat of a gentleman like Harry is. Okay. Okay, I read that Meghan's kids are out of public eyes and ocean away. His parents are responsible ones. Yep, that's it. Children are off limits unless they name Prince Archie and Princess Littlebeth. Okay, exactly. He was literally born to be thrown to the wolf. Maybe that's why they have the third child. Maybe that's why, because after the second one, they saw it's a girl. And then, I don't know. I really don't know. With that being said, if you see the last response here, you read it. Let me move on, because I really don't know. I'm completely blank. I usually say a lot of my things, my opinion, but this one I don't see. It needs a miracle to strike for those kids to change. That smile on Dr. Shola looks very cute. Alright, so this is a video. Let's read. Okay, quote, the royal family is not a source of inspiration or aspiration. Slimming down working royals is not a sign of modernity. It's an insult to our intelligence. Okay, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm sorry, you will be seeing screenshot, but listen. Okay, this is what's more important. Listen, you already know it's two people, Dr. Shola and this man. All right, let's continue.
To show that these are lots of wonderful older people who are just continuing. They've got enormous stamina. Their duty continues into their 90s.
Oh my God.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. What 95 jobs I'm sure we would all wish for. Listen, slimming down the monarchy as a sign of modernity is an insult to our intelligence, okay? Not only is this pale, stale, and predominantly male, right? It sends a powerful message of maintaining the hierarchical divide of class, race, wealth, and privilege. The royal family is the face of the British monarchy, an institution that symbolizes the entrenched structural inequalities that has placed British subjects in a chokehold of, you know, peasant mentality and servitude. In fact, King Charles had the audacity to invite us, members of the public, to swear an allegiance to him when he's the one that should have been giving an oath of service to us. Look, Queen...
He did during the ceremony. He said he came to serve, not to be served.
No, but the point here...
Didn't you do it?
Hell to the frick no. The point here is that not only are they out of touch, outdated. The point here is that I want people to understand that the days and the era of deference and reverence, which is the era of Queen Elizabeth, are totally behind us. And Queen Elizabeth could avoid scrutiny, transparency, accountability because of the deference that people held for her. Her successors are not going to benefit from the same. And you know, you're talking about all of these people. Princess Alexandra, all of these people that apparently they work night. No, let me finish.
Princess of Wales.
I was listening to your joy and your excitement, and here I was trying to just
joy
your
and
passion.
excitement, not my
I was
joy and
feeling
excitement.
jack-o.
2 million people were on the streets of London. 2 million.
You might learn something.
Doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
The bottom line here is that no member of the royal family inspires, is a source of inspiration or aspiration for anybody.
The Prince and
they
Princess
don't
of Wales.
resonate. Let me finish. Hold on.
No.
If you don't interrupt me, I'll make my point.
The world's most glamorous couple, the Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh God. Okay. Whew. Wow. No wonder why this. I don't know. Let me just read this. Whew. Okay, did he say that Will and Kate were the world's most glamorous couple? Did he? I didn't even hear that. How is that inspirational or aspirational? What have they accomplished that is concrete? Harry and Meghan are far more glamorous, and their achievements for Meghan's short time and the royal family are stellar. Smart Works Together cookbook. Alright, there's 13 comment under that. Jesus Christ. They are literally holding up a working royal. And why is GMB giving Fitzwilliam a platform? Isn't he one of those who got caught up in a royal propaganda staying with 300 pounds?
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
My goodness. Okay, a disaster. Okay, William not only turned up late, but fell asleep during his father's coronation. He was... I didn't watch the coronation. I did not watch. Whatever came on my timeline, the video that I made, it came under my timeline, and it gave me the idea to just put that video out. What? He was late? Wake up, you lazy gift. And he was sleeping here too. There was another tweet that I shared that had him. Oh my God, he was sleeping. What in the name? He didn't know what was the day. Oh my God, what the day was? Look at Louis here. He's behaving very well here in that photo. Wow, look at him. Wow. Okay, what's next? Oh, that's that GIF. Well said, Shola. However, I hope black people stop going on TV shows, stop accepting medals from the royals, and just stop associating with them and propping them up. They need to be ignored. Okay, that's commercials. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thoughts and prayers. Yawn. Speaking of audacity, that blonde hair on her head is cultural appropriation. Okay. Okay. This just show you how popular the royal family are. You race baiters are disgusting.
As and when we give somebody a call. Photos of which, sorry?
Do you not remember?
Well, some people shows up just to be, I guess, just to see the moment, maybe just to see the last time it's being there. That doesn't mean, I cannot speak for anybody. They there, okay? The Prince and Princess of Wales of the world's most glamorous couple, please. Okay, so whatever, there they are. They want to glamorize, pedals, all of this, that's their problem. Okay, I'm just showing you what I see here. Next tweet. Oh my god, I'm already 21 minutes. Okay. Phew. Okay, here's a video of young Prince William hitting his mom twice and putting his hands on his hip. There's the look. I know he was very young, but the arrogant and entitled attitude at that age, the mom hitting reminds me of was it PL? What's PL? Incandescent rage started early. Yeah, they just need to put a stop. Like I said in some other videos, once you leave the hospital, they don't give you a handbook of how to raise a child. It's up to you. Each child is gonna be different, right? So it's up to you what you considered, what is appropriate based on your upbringing, what you think is right and wrong. And then once your child start expressing this kind of whatever it is that you see it's wrong, it's for you to put a stop to it the moment it happened. Because I myself going through some stuff right now, but my husband's starting to realize what I've been saying, to avoid argument. When my kids were much younger, okay, when I see something, the same thing that I've said in videos, when I see something, I say it right away to put a stop to it. My husband, you say, oh, it's a kid, he's gonna change, he's gonna die. But how is the kid gonna change if you don't tell him don't do that? But to avoid argument, I let it go. But now we're seeing it happening. Now the kids are much older, and I try to do that in one time. I'm not being specific of what it is, I'm just being general. While we were on vacation, something happened and I put a stop to it. My husband was like, oh, we're in this, we're in that. And I said, no, I gave you your time. Okay, when the kids were young, when I was trying to correct them, you told me to stop, they're gonna change. Now I'm seeing the same thing happening. They're much older now. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to you anymore. I gave you your time to correct it. The kids have not changed. So I told on the spot when I saw it and put a stop to it. And now I'm trying to fix that thing. Okay, it could have been changed a long time ago when the kid was young, when he was much younger, and he will listen, and you shape, when there's a small tree, you're trying to straighten it up before it goes crooked. Okay, that time have passed already. So now it keeps on repeating, it becoming a pattern. So when I sit, I keep on repeating, and I let him know why I'm telling him that. Things that we do as a family in private, it's okay, but you have to know the difference when you're in public. So if you cannot differentiate the private and public, there's an issue here. So now when we're in private, you're doing it, I have to keep on repeating to you. Before, if that was fixed since at a young age, he will never have performing these things. It will not be a habit to him anymore. Now it has become a habit. correct him every time he make the same mistakes. I have to keep on repeating until it goes back where he doesn't express those negative things. So these kind of things, this is the age where you start teaching kids things that they do that is wrong. Okay, so I hope I explained myself right. So I've shared this video many times before, but it's here. Let's listen. There's a music, so let me stop it. There's a music. And put his hand on his hip. Princess Diana was like, forget it. Then like he's in charge. It doesn't want. Wow. Look at Harry. But anyway, let's see here. Oh, this one I use that voice many times. Really, I don't want it. Harry, I'll have it. Willie, no. Now I want it. Williams is a bully. Okay, there's the hashtag. All right, let's see.
Harry will go. All right, Harry will have all the fun then. No, it's all right.
No!
Look at it. He doesn't want it. And now they give it to Harry. Now can I hold? Stupid.
Can I hold him? Can I? Can I hold him? No. Can I hold him?
The Princess of Wales made sure young Harry was centre stage for the well-practiced queen. Then the elder brother tried to take charge, but Harry wasn't having any of it.
Oh, this one always gets me. He struggled with the puppy. We finally got it. Now put it down. Look at preventing him.
Me turning up thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me.
I pulled away again. He grabbed me again, twisting me to maintain eye contact. Harold, you must listen to me. I just want you to be happy, Harold. I swear on Mummy's life. He stopped. I stopped. Pa stopped. He'd gone there. He'd used the secret code, the universal password. Ever since we were boys, those 3 words were to be used only in times of extreme crisis. On Mummy's life. For nearly 25 years, we'd reserved that soul-crushing vow for times when one of us needed to be heard, to be believed quickly, for times when nothing else would do. It stopped me cold, as it was meant to. Not because he'd used it, but because it didn't work. I simply didn't believe him.
Wow. This is a good compilation of all the things. Okay, wow. Catch the moment Di stepped away from Willie to get Harry. William's resentment of his mom's doting on Harry and his jealousy of his baby brother started very early. Yeah. Okay, you are you are exactly right, and Spear clearly laid out. William has always been jealous of Harry. Okay, you are really trying to create something from absolutely nothing because you have nothing else to show. I think you better go back to some of Harry's behavior that was covered by royal family, and it's not about brother getting into a tiff. Much worse, but keep trying. Wow. There's Harry who left the country and said, you know what, you could have all the country to yourself, but you're still hearing nonsense about Harry when Harry's minding his own business. All right, people who wants to put their head in the sand don't want to hear reality. It's very sad. All right, next tweet. What is actual F is this? Okay, quote, Charles was lying on Harry and Meghan using their superstar status to lend him a A-list talent for his ConANation. Can someone tell this MF, mother effers, slavery has ended? He can afford to feed Meghan Markle, but was hoping she will work for free. Sincerely, F yourself, Charles. Yeah, I did share that on my community board. Okay, Meghan and Harry disappointed King as he was relying on superstar status I mean, Meghan cannot control the people who, the artist. Okay, you ask them yourself. If they say yes or no, they come. It's not Harry and Meghan's fault. They find a way to blame Meghan and Harry on this as well. Wow. According to Russell Myers, His Majesty is crestfallen following Megxit, as he was relying on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to be part of his slimmed-down monarchy using their superstar status. Oh, you notice they were superstars, but yet you treating them like shit. You kick them out, and then you let the tabloid vote anything they want about them. You don't put a stop to it, but yet you still want their service. They ignore you completely because on reason you can understand the things that they went through. Wow. Okay, geez, didn't take long for them to blame poor feedback on coronation concert on Meghan and Harry. Okay, you mean the Wells pair don't have superstar drawing power? Okay, Russell Meyer is lying. First speech Charles gave as king, he made sure to mention that Harry and Meghan has a new life in America. It doesn't take a royal expert to see that meant. Do you? Okay, whatever. Okay, and I hope they stay there. He won't have taken Fragmore Cottage if he wanted them back. Please tell me I'm hallucinating. After 6 years of abuse and being called every name under the sun, the royal family expected Harry and Meghan to procure for them. Suddenly, after that unmitigated disaster of a concert, they are admitting that Mr. and Mrs. Irrelevant are superstars. Okay, did they forget that Charles and William believe they are the superstars? Chuck hated Diana's popularity. They love Kate because she is not allowed to upstage William and is therefore perfect. Harry and Meghan did not fit. They attract too much attention away from Chuck and Willie. Okay, when Meg is around, she's a threat to them, so they get their rocks off by using hierarchy to humiliate and abuse her. But by removing herself from their power place, we can now see how vulnerable they are. We see the vacuum, the lackluster, and all those boring faces and the wobby. Okay, and the wabby. Okay, has he only just realized that? His mother knew. Kate and William were so jealous of that superstar status, their own jealousy has destroyed them. Okay, I think it's more the media telling on itself. They found the whole ConANation boring and miss Meghan and Harry together to bring some glam and buzz. Well, that's their own fault. Okay, if that's the case, perhaps he should have treated them a whole lot better. Exactly. All right, so let's move to the next tweet. Don't know what to say, but anyway, next tweet. Okay, quote, Richie and Perry were part of a deal and returned for the king and queen, making a cameo on American Idol. The British press are calling this a surprise cameo because it is obviously pre-planned arrangement, which somehow feels like a bad deal for everyone. Okay, I started reading this, then I stopped. I don't know if I should read that Rolling Stone article and a video, but I did share it on my community board. I have to, maybe I'll read it on my own separately, but I'll leave the link in the description for you. Okay, you guys could check it out. Okay, quote, Sunday coronation concert did feature some British people. Of course, Prince William took time out from the smear campaign against his brother and sister-in-law to do the heartfelt speech in support of his father, which was good of him, I suppose. Okay, Prince William took time out of the, okay, repeating the same thing here. All right, let's see here. The vote of this article isn't playing around. All right, let's see here. Sunday coronation, that's from that article. Sunday coronation concert did feature some British people, of course. Prince William took time out from the smear campaign against his brother and sister-in-law to do a heartfelt speech in support of his father, which was good of him, I suppose. Musician-wise, most of the British performers, artists who were much more famous in the UK than anywhere else. That's kind of funny. Any place anywhere else, just in the UK. For example, is a relative unknown in the US but was runner-up on British talent show The X Factor in 2009. For readers who aren't familiar, Murs is someone who was practically made in a lab to perform a royal event. He makes the type of inoffensive music that people with, quote, live, love, sign hanging in their homes play in the background at gender reveal parties. In 2017, he tweeted that there were gunshots inside a London department store, causing a national panic, when in fact there were no gunshots. My God. Now that he left that dramatic era behind, he spent his time performing at events like this, looking a little greasy. Oh my God. Okay, let's see here. How tacky for royal to appear on a trash show. They hounded Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, out of England, condemned her for being American, but it's okay to go on a pathetic American show. Hypocrisy on steroid. The sycophantic nonsense was nauseating. Awful chocolate wrapper dress. I remember when I first came across it. What is it? The squad was saying, you better record this or copy this as soon as possible because they're gonna wanna delete that. I tried to show it on a video. YouTube blocked it. I had to remove it in order for you to see the rest of the video. And I think the thumbnails have to do with it too. Okay, iconic. Monarch and press spent a lot of time talking down to Americans. Don't fit in, not good enough, too abrasive, but then they go to the most American competitive show for US acceptance. Laughing my ass off. Okay, so in other words, Lionel and Katie were forced to come. Were they? I need to read that article. The royal family and their bed companion, the British media, and their courtiers or the clown of the world make themselves look incredibly out of their depth. The desperation is palpable. Harry and Meghan are minding their own business, and the royal family are trying feverishly to outdo them, and it's not happening. Okay. What is it? One of the tweets that I was reading, where one of the comments says Harry and Meghan's love, whatever the love and admiration American have for Harry and Meghan is impenetrable. They can't try to destroy that. Whoever like Harry and Meghan, they like them for who they are, not for anything else. Okay? I thought I used up my yearly cringe quota. Okay, let's move on. Alright, you see what's on the screen? Let's move on. Alright, next tweet. It has to do with the American Idol. I'll try to do something else to show. Well, by now you should see the video. Okay, quote Prince Harry. Oh, I did it twice. Okay, Prince William 2 times. Is that the same thing? Oh, it's different. It's different. It's different. Someone retweeted that. Okay, quote Prince William took time out from the smear campaign against his brother and sister-in-law to do a heartfelt speech in support of his father, which was good of him, I suppose. Read this. I promise you won't regret it. Okay, like I said, the link will be in the description. Facts. So people are putting other screenshot. Come on. Oh, it's huge. Of course, the environment was a big feature throughout the coronation concert. King Charles was an early adopter of climate change messaging and is a keen environmentalist. A non-singing highlight of the show was John creating images of endangered species in the sky. The blue whales floating in the night was undeniably stunning moment, but again falls into the familiar pitfall as most royal things, hypocrisy. Oh, most royal things, hypocrisy. King Charles' mother secretly lobbied to exempt the royal family from green energy laws, and the tabloid that the royal institution has long depended on for favorable coverage to ensure its survival, pollute the public sphere with climate misinformation and denial. I need to read that. Okay, they are dragging them by their robes and jewels. Okay, it's so hilarious to me that they thought the shiny hat party was gonna to showcase how majestic the royal were, but has only shown them to be stale and outdated. In the end, providing so much materials for the world to drag them all over the internet. I love it. This is one of the best parts for me. Okay, so they're taking screenshot from there. Biggest stars the UK has to offer, like Adele or maybe even Elton John, Harry Styles, Dua Lipa or Ed Sheeran. But no, instead, the baton seems to fall primarily to people whose management didn't get the memo that this was the most uncool gig ever. Americans. Is it? I responded in one of Lionel Richie's Twitter posts, and I said, I love you, but this, I'm against it. And I put screenshot of things, and I think I shared that in one of my videos, what I wrote under his post. Okay, they wanted attention. Be careful what you wish for. One of Katie's memories dropping of courtesy, and the other one taking a bow. Okay, well, damn. Okay, and the tabloid that the royal institution has long depended on for favorable coverage to ensure its survival pollute the public sphere with climate misinformation and denial. Okay, American journalists not letting them breathe. Next tweet, there's more comment. Let's move on. Is that okay? Alright, so there's this here. The outrage over Prince Harry's Dior suit was the best part of the coronation. Yeah, did I don't think I shared it. There was a tweet Dior put out regarding that. I don't think I shared it. I don't remember reading it for a video, and I don't remember editing, because so far I'm up to date with my editing, with the only exception of was it Homeboy Industry. Yesterday I was ready to start editing it, but my husband was using the computer that I'm using now. When I was on the other computer, I didn't transfer the file to the folder that for the Homeboy Industry, and then when I was looking at it and I put the wrong one, it was 2 minutes. I almost had a heart attack. I was like, what? I recorded an hour plus of recording and it's only 2 minutes? And yeah, but I saw it. I went back and I saw it. I'll start editing it so I could at least make it public over the weekend. I don't know, either Saturday or Sunday. Alright, so there's that. Dior did well, and we love to see it. There's a laugh. Thanks, Dior. What's the Italian wearing? Okay, it's hilarious that they think Harry has to wear British designers. He's a private citizen. He can wear whatever he likes. Got that Obama's 10 suit energy. People are conditioned to hate someone just because the tabloid and gutter journalist says so. Pathetic. Just like at the beginning, the very first video that I was showing you, where those people hate Harry, their reasoning is crazy. But this is the reason. This is the reason why they were talking that way, because the tabloid journalist says so. Yeah. Okay, and it was actually a British designer that made it. Really? Isn't Dior French? I think I checked that in one of my other videos. I think it's French. Okay, British criticize Dior, but then criticize all those tacky Dracula reject caps. Okay, after this, that's it. Okay, doesn't take much to unhinge these jealous folks. They spend their lives being outraged. Okay, the picture of him are so happy that it makes it super easy to notice that not a single other person in any pic from the coronation actually look happy to be there. Okay, yes, that's true. That is true. Alright, next tweet. Him being happy offended them. He was supposed to show some kind of not remorse, like sorrow. That's the word, sorrow, sad, and so for them to be happy. But he had good talk with the cousins and the cousin spouses, and I think Harry has a good relationship with I think this is Eugenie and her husband Jack. Okay, I'm starting to even though Jack never said a damn thing in public, but he seems to be one of those people who's very calm, don't say much, and just maybe the genuine love is there. I don't know, I'm just throwing my opinion here, but I small doubt with the two in the back. I don't know why. Okay, and I have a video of him when he first married her, but whatever, I just hope they all are happy. That's all. That's all. Okay, I can stop laughing. Just read a comment that quote Harry walked in like a landlord inspecting his building. You guys, oh, perfect. I did, when I saw this tweet, I just added it 45 minutes before I start recording. I put this comment here. Okay, here, check this out. That's my video here. Okay, he owned the Abbey that day. Love it. Alright, that's commercial. Okay, once again, he owned the room. Him walking alone made him the center of attention. I think, in my opinion, when I was looking at one of the videos that I used for my video, I think they put him in between the York girls, and I think was the father, Andrew, was supposed to be next to him. I think this is what I think, but he dashed in because maybe he was late. I don't know. He dashed in and left Harry alone. So now you got this image of Harry walking like this in the middle by himself. Okay, So let's see here. Heck, check it out. Okay, that's my thing. I read this. Okay, once again, he owned the room. Him walking alone made him the center of attention. They owe him money. Okay, that's for sure. Yeah, better give him back his 2 million for that helper's quarters. Yeah. Okay, and the caretakers walk ahead of him and behind him. Yep, there's that. Well, William was sleeping during the service in the abbey, and yes, if only he turned around to see Harry's shock itch on his face. Harry was like, Willie, wake up. The man flew 12 hours and no sign of jet lag and was awake all through the service, but William couldn't hack it. Wow. There's that guy, that other what do you call it, the king, Wilma or something, Vilma, whatever, from Netherlands. There's Harry here looking at William. See, that was supposed to be Harry's job, to be next to him to wake him up, or behind him or something like that, but whatever. There's Anne right here with that hat. Supposed to black, is that? Yeah, that's Anne. After this, that's it. Harry has enough time and distance from them to have gotten over the power and influence and control they had over him. Now he just stepped in like a boss in control of his destiny and doesn't give a rat's ass. Okay, there's the laugh. He walked like the confident boss he was always meant to be. It's amazing the difference in him now that he's surrounded by people who really do have his back. Okay, it is secretly intentional or just how the gauntlet falls. The pictures always taking, giving good King Harry pride of place. Whenever he's around his family, it always looked like they automatically acknowledge his depth and importance. There is no hiding this. This man is special. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, why does Beatrice work like a truck driver, the pasture of a 90-year-old? Whatever, I don't know. Let me leave that alone. Let's move on. Okay, I want to make it at least an hour because I had a lot. Oh my God, I still have some more. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so there's that again. Okay, did I bookmark it twice? Okay, let's see here. The outrage over Prince Harry's Dior suit was the best part of the coronation. Okay, so this is different. For a minute I felt like I just read it. Okay, Dior did well, and we love to see it. Thanks, Dior. What's the Italian wearing? It's hilarious that they think Harry has to wear British designer. Yeah, I think I read that. Why does it? Where's the picture of them in the abbey? It's different. Okay, I feel like it's the same thing I just read. Okay, maybe it's my mind playing tricks on me. Okay, got that. That's the same comment. Okay, let's move on. There's this here. Yes, doesn't take much to unhinge these jealous folks. They spend their lives being outraged. Okay, I think I just did that, but it feels like it's different, but yet the comments are the same. The picture of him are so happy that it makes, yeah, let me leave that alone. I think it's the same tweet. Okay, next tweet. They offer to work part-time and Charles III turned them down. Maybe they should have been nicer. Call off Prince Weasel and Kathy's tabloid attacked, paid them a living wage, treated Meghan with respect, etc. The royal family made their beds and now they get to lie in them. Okay, Meghan and Harry disappointed King as he was relying on superstar status, said expert. I mean, something like this, you would have think that they suppress that, don't make it public, but they're letting it known. I don't know, the way they think it seems like somewhat backward. Letting this know should make them look powerful. Wow. I'm not talking about Harry and Meghan, I'm talking about the royal family, to put this out there if this is true. Okay, for their mouthpiece. Okay, what this article meant was that King Charles need more people under 50 and this slim down monarchy is in fact a terrible idea that one of his aides thought of without considering slimming monarchy equals slimmer fan base. Okay, they originally planned for Harry and his future wife to be part of that slim down monarchy, but when he married a biracial woman with superstar glamour, that all changed quickly. That's probably true. Okay, they should have appreciated Harry and Meghan while they had a chance. When you have a star employee, why not accommodate them? That's half and half out deal was just the right compromise. Yeah, and I think Harry always tried to be somewhat in the middle to not only take care of his personal needs and also the royal family. But the royal family wants everything. Okay, once you want everything, you're gonna end up with nothing. So this is what happened here. Okay, exactly. But rather than looking at the situation realistically and with the overall good in mind, they reacted out of personal jealousy and spite. That is true. What they should have thought about is the crown.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong. But I shall not have strength to carry out this resolution alone, unless you join in it with me, as I now invite you to do. I know that your support will be unfailingly given. God help me to make good my vow, and God bless all of you who are willing to share in it. I can make my solemn act of dedication with the whole empire listening. I should like to make that dedication now. It is very simple. I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong. But I shall not have strength to carry out this resolution alone unless you join in it with me, as I now invite you to do. I know that your support will be unfailingly given.
This is the thing that got the queen being loved. When the queen, I don't know, made decision, in my humble opinion, she thinks of the crown. Maybe she was as what is it? I'm not speaking for her, but I'm saying maybe, my opinion, maybe she was as racist as there is. We've seen some pictures and some videos of her talking about people being in her private room. So whatever, that's an example to back up my claim.
It's extremely difficult sometimes to keep a straight face. When the Home Secretary said to me, there's a gorilla coming in. So I said, what an extraordinary remark to make, very unkind about anybody. And so, I stood in the middle of the room and pressed the bell and the doors opened, and there was a gorilla. And I had the most terrible trouble in keeping, he had short body, long arms. And I had the most appalling trouble.
But the thing is that she always, in my humble opinion, think of the crown. Never her personal views for the crown. The only thing is that when it comes to her family, she take care of business. Make sure certain laws don't apply to her family and all of that. So she did what she needed to do. But whatever. I'm not saying it's good because it make other people suffer and some of the thing. But when you think about it, she did what she needed to do to protect her family. Okay, so it's up to you to do what needs to be done to protect yours. All right, so that's it. All right, let's continue. So, okay, the reason I brought that idea is the fact that whoever was making the decision when Harry and Meghan were making deals with the firm, they were not thinking of the institution as a whole. They were thinking of themselves, their own personal views, their own personal feelings, which is what this tweet is making reference to. Okay, so I agree with her in that sense. Okay, they thought they had the power to cut Harry and Meghan off at the knee before they became successful, but the entire thing blew up in their faces. Yeah, I mean, when you look at Meghan's background, this is the thing. When Harry was dating Meghan, instead of looking into what's really important, they did the same blueprint, looking in her personal things, but everything that they needed to know was already right in the public. Meghan was already putting them out there. Okay, her IG post had 3 million plus, I believe. I forgot what was the number. It was in millions. Okay, when you compare it with the royal family, it was in thousands. It's still a lot, but when you compare million and thousand, that's a huge difference, right? So Meghan was already putting everything out there, but instead they went to their old blueprint, trying to to create the smear campaign and all of that. But people who already knew Meghan from when she was starting, whatever she was doing, I was not part of that. Okay, if you are new to my channel, I was not part of the TIG, the Suit Fan people. I was not part of that. It's when I saw what was happening. So when the royal family went to their blueprint, trying to smear campaign her, do all those negativity, but once she married into the royal family, this is where I come in. You know, I took a peek here. Maybe I was one of those people. I don't know which articles I was clicking. It must have been one of the royal rights articles. Okay, it's always negative. And when I keep on clicking on it, and I start asking myself questions, and I was like, this young lady who just married into the royal family, why every time I click on some articles, it's always negative? As a black person, there's no way she'll be that disastrous the way they make it seem. And I start looking more into it. Okay, I just questioned myself, and I was right. Okay, and I was right. And then from there, when I saw the thing continue, it's starting to be worse and worse and worse. And then my channel, PYTE, this one is a backup. My main one is in trouble. I laugh about it because I don't know. I need to change the way something happened in one of my videos. But anyway, what happened is that my main channel, when I start talking about her, I went to the deep issues, and I went far back to trying to educate myself about the royal family. I know the royal family in terms of the way they present it to me. Okay, the way they make it seem like they could never be wrong at the beginning. Okay, so I leave it at once in a while, pick in. When William was married, I watched the video. Certain events were happening, I watch, and then move on with my life. But when I started looking into Meghan, why is she so horrible that they make it seems to be? And then I start educating myself about the royal family. Now I surpass that facade that they had put. Okay, and I was like, no, I need to look more and more. And then as I did my research, I was sharing them with you. And then my other channel, who was a little bit about politics, but not too deep in politics. So when I see something and I want to share my experience, my views or whatever, then I'll put something out once in a blue moon. Okay, so and then I started putting little things about Meghan and little things there, and I think there were some tweets that I was sharing. One squad happened to come across my channel and asked me if I was a squaddy, and I was like, what's a squaddy? Do you need a membership? And I was having, you know, going back and forth, making fun of that whole situation. And then and she said, or he said, put more tweets out because they're not on social media. And that's how my other channel become that. And then once my channel, my main channel, PYTE, got in trouble, it's demonetized, and I move here to put more videos out. But I want to keep this as clean as possible. Once the other one is monetized again, I'll go back, but I'll still be putting things here. All right, so why did I bring all of this? Is the fact that Meghan was putting everything out for people to know everything about her. So they know, oh my God, it just click. It just click. Oh my goodness. The reason they make her shut her IG post so people do not know about her past. Oh my God. I just realized that. They made her shut her TIG and all of that. I think that was the reason. You guys could correct me on that. Her IG post, which is her personal IG post, where she's showing she's play the guitar wherever she's gonna go. She share whatever she feel comfortable of sharing. It was her and her personal IG. Okay, so, and I think she was making money on her IG account as well. So they make her shut it down before she married into the royal family. Oh my God, they purposely made her do that so people do not know anything about her. Because if people had gone, because I never follow Meghan, I would have gone back into her old post. So they make her shut it down so people don't go into her IG to look into her background, because Meghan was putting everything out. But instead they hire people to get their social security, know what she did, and when they can't find anything, they make up lies. They make up lies. This is sad. This is very sad. And this is another reason why I think God chooses Meghan, because nobody have that perfect kind of background. Okay, including myself. Okay, nobody have that perfect background to where they dig up where they of Meghan, they can't find anything, where they had to make up things to fit their narrative. Because if it was anybody else, they'll find a lot of dirt to drag it on and drag it on, but they didn't find anything. Wow, these people are evil, pure evil, pure evil. Yeah, this is the reason why they made her shut her TIG. Her TIG and her IG post, because people could go into her IG post, could have seen some of the things. Actually, her very first post, if it was still there, what she did and all of that, things that really show who she is all about. So they make her shut it down so people would not know about it, but instead they rather paint a picture. They rather paint a picture of her. So they didn't want people to know her true character, her true self, that she was telling people, this is who I am, this is what I did, I played the guitar, I did this, I did that, whatever. So they didn't want people to hear it from her. So instead they were writing it for her. And this is at the beginning of this video, those old people who saying all those negative things, this is what they wanted to put in people's mind. Oh my goodness, this is pure evil. All right, so let's read what's there and move on. Exactly. Okay, I was here. They thought they had the power to cut Harry and Meghan off at the knee before they became successful, but the entire thing blew up in their face. Okay, the same superstar status he was worried will overshadow him and the heir. Try again, Russell Myers, but with the truth next time. Okay, they're trying to spin this to the coronation being a complete flop was Harry and Meghan's fault. They weren't even there, but yet it's their fault. But everybody who was there, it's not their fault. Okay. So it was all about his image. He should have thought about superstar status when he ditched the superstar Princess of Wales. Princess of Wales. Oh, that's Princess Diana. The people's princess for Cruella, who is not even a twinkle, let alone a star. Let alone a star. Okay, that's a crazy thing. He was eating up by jealousy over Diana's superstar status when he should have been his best asset. The Windsors are selfish, shallow people who always put their own ego before the welfare of the country over even the monarchy. It's sad to watch. There was one video that I was saying, I think around the coronation. One of my videos, I don't remember which video it was, and I remember saying this is probably the exact moment where he realized he made a mistake about Princess Diana. I said that in one video, and I think he was sitting somewhere and he looks grim and the other one was next to him, you know. But anyway, I spent too much time on this. Let's move on to the next tweet. Yeah, I think now he probably realized he made the mistake, but it's too late now. The other one already took control. Next tweet. The British royal family could have had it all, but they threw it all away because the only woman of color married into the family sent emails at 5 a.m. Sent emails at 5 a.m. Didn't think little girls at her own wedding needed to wear tight. She painted her nails and refused to be 50% less of herself. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that, and love always wins. Yeah, I love that picture. Very simple, but it speaks powerful. Yep. Okay, there's this. Okay, the British royal family only like to keep the lazy, shady, adulterers, and ugly ones. The true, decent, compassionate, hardworking, and beautiful ones are driven to suicidal. The royals are not in the photo. Oh, yeah. The queen and princess that would have made the King Charles coronation a global celebration. That is true. That is absolutely true. Yep. Keep it. You don't want to other people and so you stay in your bubble. Stay on your bubble. The same old people in the UK at the beginning of this video who cherish you, you stay with them. Okay, this is very small. A man that treats his woman like a princess is proof that he was raised by a queen. All right, that's that. Yes, smart, eloquent, innovative, gorgeous with star power. Her wattage was a threat to all of them, so they set out to destroy her. Most of the working royals and that pick will be gone in 5 and 10 years. What will Lazy Will and Katie do? Will George at 15 going to be William's liege man? Okay, William and Kate's children are already in the workhouse. Without the children, they are all finished. Okay, all because she really believed them when they said they were doing charity work. Okay, that is true.
I know the fact that she'll be really unbelievably good at the job part of it as well is obviously a huge relief to me, because she'll be able to deal with everything else that comes with it. But no, you know, we're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, you know, over time, try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
I am very excited about that, yeah. I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate, I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And at the same time, I think in these beginning few months and now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella. And also being able to go around to the Commonwealth. I think it's just the beginning of a...
There's a lot to do. Really? There's a lot to do.
Meghan was too good for them, and they knew it. With the exception of Harry, the royal family have terrible judgment, and they have clowns for advisors. Well, maybe not. Maybe those advisors that they have, it's working for someone else. But remember, the institution likes to hear positive things all the time. So they give them things they want to hear. But at the same time, they're plotting for something bigger. All right? To take the power that they have away from them without them even knowing. Okay? Couple that with their tendency toward petty jealousy and backstabbing, and you get the mess they are in now. Okay, little girls that apparently could not do without tight to her wedding can somehow now do without them at coronation. Why the tongue thing? Okay, was it? Why the tongue it? Okay, whatever. Next tweet. I have, I think, 4 more. If it's become too long, I probably will cut it into 2.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.